on the subways, you know, there's a certain adrenaline you get, you know, a certain kind of rush, a certain kind of high you're gonna get, you know, by doing it on the trains. Because first of all, it ain't somewhere you're supposed to be, you know, it ain't legal, you know, ain't nobody there telling you what to do. You just do your thing, you're in, you're out, you know, you get busted, you get busted. You get over, you got over. I got over, you know. But it's totally different today. Today is pretty cool too, because now I don't have to worry about a cop coming over my shoulder and tapping me and say, yo, let's go, you busted. You know, now I go, man, I gotta get with a little group here and shit called FX. You know, we get walls legitimate, you know, which is cool because that way my art lasts. It doesn't get crossed out, it doesn't get this, I ain't gotta worry about nothing. My art is there, I express myself, you know, and
Deacon, you were pretty popular for the Vamp Squad, which was, you know, vamping people, in other terms, you know, robbing people back then. How do you feel about that today?
Today, I don't live like that today, you know, I like that. I mean, me and a couple of guys from Yonkers, man, Shock 123, Mike Duss, Pessa, Crazy 505, you know, started a group called the Vamp Squad, TVS, man, you know, because, you know, we was crazy, man. You know, we used to go down to the yards and stuff, and, you know, we used to make a territory, our territory, you know, our yard, the ghost yard, that was our yard. Nobody went to our yard, because we didn't want it getting hot. What I mean by hot is like, you know, a lot of people coming in and the cops are going there all the time. We just used to have a close-knit group, and we used to just, you know, do our thing. And anybody we caught, we used to beat the crap out of them and take their paint, man. That's funny, that's messed up, man. You know, because we make a lot of enemies, and I still got a lot of enemies because of that. You know, I just hope that, you know, people forgive me for what I've done and stuff, you know. I was pretty fucked up. But today I'm not living like that, you know. It's different today. Today it's more about, you know, expressing yourself more art type thing, man. Back then it was just street. You know, we was all street kids, man, you know, doing graffiti all over the place. And today's a different world, man. Different world. Today people ain't coming about their hands no more. Now it's about popping in your head, man, capping, and you are just laying dead, all capped up.
Deacon, back then and now, who were your partners?
Back then, man, I had many partners, man. You know, one of my first bombing partners when I used to kill insides was Pessa, INTN. Then I progressed. I went from him to Shock 123, and I was my partner. I ran with Padre Dose for a while. You know, he used to write Bach. He taught me a lot of style. You know, he influenced me a lot. I wrote with a lot of people. I did a piece with Kaz. I did pieces with Fell. I mean, I did pieces. A lot of writers, man. A lot of writers. Duster, Scene, Burnt Scene. Nah, Scene's a cool guy, man. He's all right. You know. I done wrote with a lot of people. Now, I got new partners now, man, you know. I like the partners I got now because they're real, you know, they're cool. You know, they ain't all about this cutting your throat type thing, stabbing you in the back. Like certain partners that I had, which will be nameless, you know, they know who they are, you know. I don't want to say it, but True and King, you know what I'm saying? Guys out right now, man, like Bird One, Shame 125, No Man, you know, Cope. They're pretty chilly people, man, you know. We get together, you know, we plan out wars, you know, and we execute what we gotta do, you know. We execute what we gotta do.
Deacon, usually we see names written. I always see a Margie somewhere along one of your walls. Who's Margie?
Oh, that's my woman, that's my wife, man. You know, she don't like me writing, man. She don't like me doing graffiti, man, because she says it takes up too much of my time, you know. She said it takes up too much of my time and it attracts a lot of attention. And she says I don't need so much attention. You know, she can give me all the attention I want at home. You know, she's a true Puerto Rican woman, man. You know, she's selfish, but I love her. You know, and most of my art is inspired by my family, you know. Because what I do is just expression of my feelings. And when I'm feeling good, I'm doing good artwork. Message I want to state to riders, man, is that art is a creative feeling and it's an expression of feelings that you have. If you're out there getting high, what kind of feelings do you have? You know, that ain't the move, man. That ain't the move. You know, if you're doing that shit, just cut that shit off right now, man. That shit ain't the move. You know? No, all I gotta say is, you know, you're a writer, you're an artist, man. Be yourself. Be yourself, you know? You're gonna get influenced by other people. That's natural. You know, you're gonna get influenced. But yo, that influence always turns an expression of you. You know? You find something that works, you use it and use it and use it. You know? And never worry about you biting on somebody's stuff and stuff like that. Yo, you're an artist. You know, you're doing your thing. Ain't nobody doing it for you. You're doing it for yourself. You know? Just keep a clear mind, an open mind, man, and everything will be cool, man. Yo, my name is T-Kid.
All right, T, thanks a lot, man. Go ahead. Yeah, this is Forbidden Art. We're interviewing Coke 2, Master Blaster Bomber. It's all city, man. Coke, when did you first start writing?
I started writing? Well, I started writing, like, checking out the graph scene, like, in '79. And a lot of writers back then influenced me and shit from, like, the 4 trains. I was really watching the 4 trains.
Back in the day, you were infamous for being king of the 4s. How'd you feel about that? What do you feel when you see somebody writing king on their throw up and you know they're not really kings?
Well, I'm not one of those souped up kings, you know what I'm saying? I just like, I write king because, you know, like right now, I figure I'm the king of throw-ups right now. You know, not king of all graffiti. I'm like the king of throw-ups right now. So that's why I've always been putting king in my C's and my throw-ups. And like, I started writing king when I took over the 4s and the 5, and I took over the 5 and with throw-ups. And they came white trains, I destroyed them shit. Me and my old partner, Cone, from TNF, the original Cone. And then I took over the 4s and shit, like right after Band 2 left the 4s. I had a little competition on the 4s with like Sharp and Delta and Spin. I think Spin took over the 4s too, Delta and Sharp. And it was like a battle for the 4s, but I came on top at the end. And I had the line until it went down to the new train.
How do you feel about the art back then and the art today? What are the comparisons?
Comparisons? There's really none. Except for now, it's like the writers are like getting more into detailing in their pieces. They want to get more wild now. Back then, I think, you know, if it wasn't for the writers back then, the graffiti back then, we wouldn't be where we are now. You know, because the writers back then are the ones who really started this and influenced the writers now.
What do you plan to do with yourself? Do you expect to take craft seriously as a career, or are you just going to take it as a part-time hobby thing?
I'm not going to be stealing paint and writing graffiti for the rest of my life now. You know, I'm going to, don't get me wrong, I'm going to come back here and then. You know, for a lot of writers figure I never really stop. I've been smashing shit for like so many years. And like, graffiti sometimes gets a pass because when you get up so much, people think you're souped up or you got an ego, then they start crossing you out, they start writing phony names, and then when you see them, you know, they don't want to do nothing. Graffiti's like really a pain in the ass hobby sometimes, because you got a lot of bullshit jealous writers out there that just get jealous of you, they envy you.
All right, Coke, this is Forbidden Art. We want to thank you for the interview, and if you got any shout-outs to send out to people, you know, this is the time for it. Any of your boys?
Now, I got some shout-outs like to, you could say, myself especially, because don't get me wrong, I ain't trying to be souped up or nothing, but I'm gonna give a big shout-out for me, because I've been around for a long time, and I'm gonna stay here and wreck shit, and I'm gonna keep wrecking shit. All you writers out there who want beef, bring it on. You know, I have war, whatever you want to take it, to the highways, to the walls, to the streets, to the fucking trains, whatever.
Well, one, how you doing?
Chilling.
Chilling? Cool, cool. You're here at Forbidden Art. We got a couple of questions to ask you. Okay, what can you tell us about the old days?
Well, the old days, to me, those are the fellas that turned around and pioneered this. I had a few people that I used to look up to, but it's like we picked they left it off.